Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Kyra and today is the finale of Emily Noel week. Today's video is in collaboration with two fantastic ladies here on YouTube. Their channels are PurplePinkRed and her name is Bree, and MySoCalledLife1977, which is Nona. I met these ladies through another collab and through their channels, of which I'm a subscriber and they are subscribers of mine. They both have a real variety of content on their channels, so I'm going to make sure to link those below so that you can go check them out, as well as I will have their beautiful faces on the end screen so you can go straight there and subscribe. So if you didn't read the title, today's video is Emily Noel Made Me Buy It. And I asked these two particular ladies to collaborate with me on this idea because I frequently talk about products that Emily Noel made me buy. And they expressed in the comments that they frequently buy things on Emily's recommendation. Of course, Emily did not make us buy any of these things. That's just an expression and a way of having fun with this concept. So let's go ahead and get right into it. So the very first product, and probably really honestly the first product that I purchased on Emily's recommendation, was the It Cosmetics CC Cream. I have mine in the shade Light. Some of you may know or remember that this once upon a time was my holy grail foundation, and now it's just not my jam. It's very full coverage, and even with the smallest amount, I don't love the way it sits on my skin. And I think that's what it is it sits on top of my skin versus becoming sort of this homogeneous, blending in with my skin, so to speak, like the BB cream that I have on today. So really good recommendation. I do like the ingredients in this product. I do recommend it. I just don't think it's the perfect one for my skin anymore, but still a very good recommendation. Talking about concealer, this is probably one of the newest Emily Noel Made Me Buy It products, and that is the e.l.f. 16 Hour Camo Concealer. I have the wrong shade, but I still really like the formula of this product. I purchased mine in medium sand, and I gotta tell you, there's nothing medium about this product at all. It is extremely brightening. However, I do really like this paired with my Bendy Avocado Concealer, which at times can be a little dark for my under eye. And this is definitely full coverage and definitely well worth recommending in my opinion because it is a nice concealer. It holds up to all of the claims. Next for complexion is a product that Emily always recommends whenever she does like a sale recommendation video, like for an upcoming Sephora sale or Ulta sale or what have you, and that is the Laura Mercier Loose Translucent Setting Powder. This is the mini, and this is plenty of product for me as I have other loose powders in my collection, but I really do love this. This is exactly the powder that I am wearing today, but this is a very finely milled translucent powder. I love the way it sits and sets my makeup. It doesn't add any coverage, but it does set down any cream products or the foundation or the concealer really beautifully. And I also like this because it is truly translucent. If I'm wearing cream products, I can absolutely use this over top and it doesn't disturb the color or anything like that of the products underneath. Next, let's talk brushes. There are 3 brushes here that Emily hypes on her channel all the time, and they are worth every bit of the hype. In fact, this particular brush I own 2 of now because I like it so much. This is the e.l.f. Complexion Brush. It's domed on top, pinched at the ferrule, and beautifully soft and fluffy. I love this not only for bronzer, but also for blush as well. So I have one for blush and one for bronzer. I keep them separated. I just love this brush. On the side, you can get pretty targeted for your blush, or if you're kind of bronzing or whatever they call it, it works for that too. This would be a beautiful powder brush as well. Speaking of powder brushes, the next brush that Emily constantly recommends is the small taper brush from e.l.f. This has a round ferrule. It's not pinched at all, but it is tapered at the top, and Emily loves this for setting under her eyes, and I do now too. It's been a couple of years now that I've been looking for a brush that I love for setting underneath the eyes for my concealer, and this is the one, and these are so inexpensive. And then my most recent purchase, and I don't think Emily talks about this as much as these other two brushes on her channel, but she does frequently use it, and it is the e.l.f. blush brush. And I do not have a blush brush like this in my collection. Again, this is pinched at the ferrule, so it's kind of flat, but you can see it's fluffy here. It's cut at a dome, and it's paddle shape like this. I don't have a blush brush like this in my collection, and I love that if I really want to lift the face and keep the blush at the very top of the cheekbones, this allows me to do that because it's smaller, because it's flat, and because the way it's cut into a paddle shape. So I highly recommend all three of these brushes. Actually, the next product is probably the newest recommendation I've taken from Emily over the e.l.f. concealer. And this is also a recommendation from Jessica Braun, whom I also love, as is this lippy. Anyhow, this is the e.l.f. Jelly Pop Flush Blush, and I have mine in the shade Berry Pop. I am wearing this today, and I absolutely love the glow that it gives to the skin. This is very jelly-like. It smells like a watermelon Jolly Rancher, which I could take or leave. It doesn't bother me, but I wouldn't miss it. And this is super easy. You just tap it on with your fingers. I am actually wearing it. I applied it over my Laura Mercier powder today. It didn't lift my foundation or anything funky like that. So it's very forgiving and very user-friendly, and I am loving this so far. So this next recommendation from Emily, I kind of sat on this one for quite a while. This is no small amount of money for blush, but the more Emily used it on her channel, the more I knew I wanted to try this product. It is unique to my collection, and it is the Cotton Candy Champagne Blush Lighter Palette. Emily's been using this constantly on her channel lately, and I definitely can see why. This is a beautiful, glowy blush formula. I don't know that I found the exact perfect application tool just yet. I'm still playing with it, but I'm definitely enjoying it. So far, this shade right here, which is 24-Hour Champagne Diet, is my favorite. But if you are interested in a glowy blush, you would not be disappointed in this one. I definitely feel like the shades are unique to my collection. I could probably get away with this one as a highlighter, but they're just beautiful. Next is kind of a given, if you will, but the palette I'm talking about is the Makeup Revolution Emily Edits The Needs palette. I love Emily. She checks every single box for me. She has honest reviews, thorough reviews. She is, what do I want to say? She's not caught up in the price or the hype. I mean, yeah, she uses luxury products, but she'll tell you if it's not a luxury feeling or performing product. Anyways, Dream Collab, Emily, if you're watching, this palette, when she launched her palettes, I cried for her a little bit. I shed a couple tears. I was so excited for her, especially to do a collaboration with an affordable brand like Makeup Revolution. So I knew right away that I was going to get the large eyeshadow palette, the Wants palette, and I did. But I wasn't convinced that I was going to purchase the Needs, mostly because the 6 eyeshadows in here are not overly inspiring to me, as well as I am certain that I have most of these shades in other palettes in my collection. However, when she spoke so passionately about the face products in this palette and how they were existing products that she loved and used from Makeup Revolution in the past, I was intrigued. And the more she talked about these products, the more I wanted this palette, eyeshadows aside, And ultimately, I'm so glad that I purchased this palette because I love all 4 of these face products. The eyeshadows are good too, but especially this highlighter here, legitimately one of my favorite highlighters in my collection. It's got this pinky blue, purple, ethereal glow that actually just works with anything. And I love this, and Emily definitely talked me into it. And then, if there's one eyeshadow palette that Emily definitely talked me into, this was a palette that really wasn't even on my radar. I had seen it, I thought it was cool looking, but really wasn't planning to buy it until I saw Emily's review on this palette, which I will link below. And that is the Too Faced Gingerbread Spice palette. It's so pretty. Absolutely gorgeous. And after watching her thorough review and honest review always of this product, I wanted it so much, so I ended up getting this as an early Christmas present last year. It's a beautiful palette. It can be used any time of year, but I'm specifically looking forward to using this palette this fall. All right, we have arrived at lips, and there are quite a few here, but the first product that I want to talk about in terms of lips is a product that Emily has talked about since the beginning of my watching her, and she still talks about it. In fact, she talked about it in a recent video, and that is the e.l.f. Lip Scrub. I have mine in the coconut scent, and
all this is cat hair.
All this is a stick lip scrub. It has sugar in it, and it has some kind of conditioning agent that kind of holds it all together, as well as adds slip to the lips. These are $3. I've had a couple of duds where it was more conditioner than scrubby, or more scrubby than conditioning, but overall, this is a beautiful product, and it absolutely preps the lip for your lip product application. Specifically, if you're going to wear a liquid lipstick, you want to minimize the amount of texture on your lips as much as possible, and this does a great job. Next, Emily made me buy this. 100%. These are the Bobbi Brown Crushed Liquid Lips. They are not a liquid lipstick. They are actually a lip gloss. And this is the shade Give a Fig. This definitely can be applied at full opacity, or you can keep it a little more sheer. For me, this is kind of a My Lips But Better shade, but I love this formula. It does leave a little bit of a stain behind as the shiny bits wear off, but Emily did a video where she lip swatched all of these, and this was the one that spoke to me the most, and I have no regrets about this very expensive high-end lip product because it was a fantastic recommendation. I would like to have more colors. And then one formula that Emily forever raves about, as do I, and that is the L'Oreal Color Riche Shine lipsticks. I have 4 here. These are really ugly swatches, but the first shade here is Burnished Blush. It's a beautiful pink that I love to pair with any look that might call for a pink lipstick. My newest acquisition is this shade right here, which is called Laminated Fuchsia, and it's a cool tone, vibrant pink, if you will. Very, very pretty. Right here we have Luminous Coral, which is definitely a summer favorite, but also a beautiful choice for any time of year that you might want to sport a coral lip, especially since this year's Pantone color of the year is Living Coral. And then my personal favorite is this one on the bottom, and this is Varnished Rosewood, and it's definitely a My Lips But Better shade. This is something I can chuck in my bag and apply on the fly. No mirror required. It's just very easy. They're very comfortable and balmy, but definitely able to be applied at full opacity or just a sheer wash of these colors. And then the last product is a product that I was familiar with very much so prior to this recommendation, but this was a shade recommendation that Emily made in a video where she lip swatched a whole bunch of Milani lip products, And I'm talking, of course, about the Keep It Full Nourishing Lip Plumpers, but this is the shade Rosewood, and it is absolutely gorgeous. I cannot get enough of this. Definitely with the return of lip gloss and, you know, sort of the waning excitement over liquid lipsticks, I am loving this. And here it is right here. Absolutely gorgeous, super comfortable, minty little tingle, nothing too crazy, but very nourishing and very hydrating on the lips. And that is it. Yes, there are many, many more products that Emily Noel made me buy, but these are some of the most recent ones and also the ones that I was 100% sure where I got the recommendation from. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I will have all of these products listed down in the description box below for your convenience. Please don't forget to go check out the other two ladies who posted this video today, Bree from Pink Purple Red and Nona from MySoCalledLife1977. I appreciate you guys spending a little bit of your day with me here on my channel. And with all of that said, I hope all of your makeup days are absolutely beautiful makeup days. Thank you to Emily Noel, if you're watching this, for inspiring so many of us, giving us so many beautiful and wonderful recommendations, thorough and honest reviews, and for just being who you are. And I will see you in my next video soon.